My name is Edson Chikati. I'm going to present a short presentation on correlational test using PSP. The agenda of my presentation is as follows. I start by introduction, moving on to summary results, then significant results found, no significant results found. Then I'll give some takeaways. The last slide deals with conclusion. Introduction. I'm going to contextualize the concepts which are relevant in this presentation. Hypothesis testing. This is a process of gathering empirical evidence to substantiate or reject a claim. Correlation. It's a measure of how variables relate to each other. Correlation coefficient. It is a measure of the degree of relationship between variables. The coefficient value lies between a negative and 1 and a positive 1. The p-value is the strength of evidence against a null hypothesis. Results summary. The rejection rule that was used is as follows. Where p-value is less than alpha, there is strong evidence against the null hypothesis. The decision is reject the null hypothesis and accept alternative hypothesis. Where p-value is greater than alpha, we fail to reject the null hypothesis. In other words, we reject the alternative hypothesis. Out of 10 correlational tests, 6 had significant results which were found, and 4 had no significant results found. Hypothesis statements. Null hypothesis. There is no correlation between variable x and variable y. Alternative hypothesis. There is correlation between variable x and variable y. This slide shows significant results which were found. We have 4 columns. The first one shows sets of variables. The second column shows the alpha. The third column shows correlation coefficient, which is R. The fourth column shows the calculated p-values, and the fifth column shows the decision. In this table of summary results, the p-value was less than the alpha. As a result, the test rejected the null hypothesis and concluded that there was a correlation between the set of variables. I'm going to identify the set of variables which are shown in this table. Income and stocks, 1, 2, income and savings, 3, income and wallet, 4, savings and stocks, 5, savings and wallet, and 6, stocks and wallet. These showed significant results, and the null hypothesis for the sets of variables were rejected. The second set of results shows no significant results were found. We have 4 sets of variables: income and debt, debt and savings, debt and stocks, and stocks and wallet. Here, the p-value is greater than alpha, and the decision was the test failed to reject the null hypothesis and concluded there was no correlation between income and debt. For example, on income and debt variable, the p-value is 0.535, which is greater than the alpha 0.05. Hence, the decision was to fail to reject the null hypothesis. Takeaways: where correlation coefficient is equal to 1, there is positive correlation of the two variables. Similarly, where correlation coefficient is equal to less than 1, is equal to -1, there is negative correlation of the two variables. Correlation coefficient equals to 0, it shows that there is no correlation between the variables. Where p-value is small and less than alpha, we reject the null hypothesis and accept the alternative hypothesis. Conversely, if the p-value is greater than alpha, we fail to reject the null hypothesis. In other words, we accept the null hypothesis and reject the alternative hypothesis. You can also use visual scatter plots to confirm the correlation coefficient that you have calculated. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this presentation.